In a vast, silent jungle where sunlight struggled to reach the forest floor, lived a woman named Mira. To the passing villagers, she was just a simple herbalist, living in a small cottage by a slow river. She was gentle, with kind eyes and a quiet heart. But Mira held a secret, a truth so deep and ancient that even the girl who called her mother had no idea. This secret was tied to the moon. Only on the rare nights when a full moon hung high in the sky, and its silver light kissed the river's surface, did Mira's fate stir. If she stood near the water on those nights, a powerful magic would awaken. Her human form would slowly fade, dissolving into the river, and for a few precious hours before dawn, she became a mermaid. She was a creature of the moon and the sea, burdened with ancient magic she never chose. As the first light of sunrise approached, she always returned to her human self. It was a secret she guarded with silence and with fear. Many years before, on one such moonlit night, Mira had been drawn downriver, far beyond the jungle's edge to the human kingdom. There, hidden in the shadows, she witnessed a terrible act. A cruel stepmother, consumed by a hunger for power, pushed a young princess into the river, certain the dark water and deep jungle would swallow her crime forever. But the moon was a silent witness. Pulled by the child's desperate cries and the call of the water, Mira entered the river. In that instant, the magic took hold. For that one night, she became a mermaid and rescued the drowning child. Before the sun could rise, she carried the little girl deep into the safety of the jungle, returned to her human form, and made a choice that would forever change both their lives. She decided to raise the child as their own. She named her Alina. Alina grew up in the heart of the forest, believing Mira was her true mother. Her world was the rustling leaves, the scent of herbs, and the warmth of their small cottage. Mira never spoke of magic, of full moons, or of the sea. On those dangerous nights, she would lock herself inside, her heart pounding with the fear that her secret might be discovered. She kept herself far from the river, denying the part of her that longed for the water. Despite the hidden secrets, their life was filled with quiet love. Alina grew into a kind, curious, and brave young woman. Yet, she always felt a strange, inexplicable pull towards water, a quiet whisper in her soul she couldn't understand. Still, she was happy. And seeing her daughter smile, Mira was happy too. Her sacrifice felt worthwhile. But fate, like a river, always finds its course. One day, while walking near the edge of the forest, Alina met a young man who had lost his way. He was a prince, though she didn't know it at first. He was gentle and thoughtful, nothing like the cruel tyrants from the fairy tales she'd imagined. Their meetings by the forest's edge became a cherished secret, a quiet romance blooming between two different worlds. Their feelings deepened, and eventually, Alina confessed to her mother that she was in love. She wished to marry the prince and return to the human kingdom, a place she felt a strange, magnetic connection to. Mira's heart trembled. The past she had so carefully buried was now rising to the surface, threatening to unravel the peaceful life she had built. The secret she had kept for so long was about to break. That very night, as if summoned by fate, the moon grew full and bright in the sky. Mira knew she could no longer hide. Her hands shaking, she led Alina to the riverbank, the place she had avoided for so many years. As the silver moonlight touched the water, Mira stepped closer. And for the first time, Alina saw the truth. Her mother's form began to shimmer, to dissolve into light and water. The transformation was not loud or monstrous. It was a sacred, silent unfolding. There beneath the full moon was a mermaid, her tail glistening with ancient magic. Her mother... Before the sun rose, Mira returned to her human form, weak and frightened, but finally free from the weight of her secret. She looked at her daughter, whose eyes were wide with shock, love, and understanding, and she told Alina everything. About the cruel stepmother, the rescue, and the love that made her choose a life of hiding. Armed with this incredible truth, Alina returned to the palace with the prince. She confronted the wicked stepmother, whose web of lies crumbled under the weight of Alina's story. The king, heartbroken and filled with guilt for his long-lost daughter, welcomed her home with open arms. Justice was served. But Alina's heart now belonged to two worlds, the kingdom of her birth and the jungle that had been her home. On the night of Alina's wedding, the moon once again rose full and brilliant. Far away, deep in the jungle, Mira sat inside her cottage. She didn't go to the river. She didn't need to. Tears of joy and sorrow streamed down her face as she smiled. Her daughter was safe, loved, and had found her rightful place. Some secrets are born from magic forged in moonlight and water. But others, the most powerful secrets of all, are born from love. And so the princess lived happily in the human world, and the woman of the jungle lived on, forever human and forever a mother. Her greatest magic was never her tail or the sea, but the love she had given. Thank you for listening to our story. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tales from our little corner of the world. See you next time!